Well, in a moment, I'm going to get the view of one of last year's finalists, Jamie Archer. There he is. And first, though, let's hear the whole story from Sky's Paul Harrison. Don't give up the day job, Harrison. There is Jamie Archer, who, of course, I'm sure you all remember from last year's X Factor, one of the finalists there. Jamie, very good to talk to you again. How are you?
Very nice to be here. Very well, thank you.
Good. I can't believe a man with a voice like you needed auto-tuning. What's the truth?
Well, the thing is it's an industry standard, to be honest. And I don't know if people realise this, but every artist pretty much uses it. I wouldn't use it myself. I think it's cheating. But most pop artists use it, whether it's on tour, whether it's for a TV show, whether it's for a recording. It's the done thing. And I think the argument is whether it should be used or not, per se, and not whether it's used on this show.
I mean, but the thing I suppose about reality shows like the X Factor is you kind of, as the audience at home, want to see the real thing. You want to see people's raw talent and see it for real, and you want to believe your ears, really, don't you?
Well, yeah, I mean, I agree. I think the thing is that it's not needed because the British public, they're very clever and they want to see an artist grow throughout the show. So there's a few warts in the early performances. It adds to the whole drama of it. But either way, you've got to remember that the X Factor is an entertainment show, and it's fantastic to see that the whole circus is starting again. It's got everyone talking by the water cooler at work. So, I mean, I don't think people need to take it too seriously. But personally speaking, I don't like the use of auto-tune. I think it takes away from the artist, the singer, and the performance.
I mean, the thing is, I suppose, Jamie, a lot of viewers might think, well, we're being hoodwinked a bit. We're not hearing them for real. Like, the judges must be hearing you for real sitting there. They're making a judgment on what they hear in front of you, whereas we're hearing something different.
Totally. I mean, it's absolutely. I believe that's the case. But the thing is like I said, it's about entertaining, and I think that maybe the odd bum note that one of the singers might have sung could make them look worse than they actually are. I mean, the thing is, when you get to the live finals, whoever gets through, you will get to see who can sing and who can't, and because you won't be able to hide anything then. And I don't think that the British public will judge people based on whether a note or two was auto-tuned. They'll like them or they won't like them.
I mean, how much of a difference does it make? Does it really transform you, or is it just sort of tweaking little bits?
Yeah, it can transform you a lot, actually, but you know, I'm a musician, so I like the vocal to sound normal and raw and warts and alls. So it can make it sound very sort of flat, very sort of generic, if you will. But you can make a lot of difference with it. But in this case, I just think they wanted to present her as the best way they could, and changing the odd note here and there, I don't think it's a big deal.
Well, it's certainly, as you said, first show on Saturday, and we're already talking about it, and you know, I guess they're getting lots of extra publicity out of it, but
it's brilliant though. It's brilliant because that's what the X Factor's about. I love the fact, I mean, last year it was Jedward and everything, and it's going to have the whole country talking again, and the whole circus starts again, and it's brilliant because it creates such a divide in the public, and everyone's talking about it on Facebook and Twitter and everything. And let's be honest, it's the biggest show on TV, and one of the reasons is because it's so controversial. So bring it on.
Still as fresh and exciting as ever this year, do you think? I mean, are people still up for it, still buying into it, still watching in big numbers?
Well, I think, you know, Simon's very well aware that he's got to keep it fresh and keep changing it each year. So they're going to bring in new things that weren't there last year, as they did the year before. And I think as long as it stays fresh, then people will keep watching it. And so it's got to keep moving forward. But if they stop and they rest on their laurels, then yeah, people could get bored and start to switch off. But, you know, the viewing figures are pretty high for the first show, so I don't think X Factor's going anywhere.
Tell me, Jamie, your last thought. What did it do for you? It's a year ago now, well, almost, since you started out on the trail to be the X Factor finalist. I mean, what sort of years has it been since?
Well, it's been the maddest year of my life. You know, when before the X Factor, I was playing to one man and his dog in a pub somewhere, and even the dog walked out because they didn't want to hear it. So, and now, you know, just this weekend I played to like 10,000 people in Marbella. and about another 10,000 on Sunday with Daniel Johnson and Lloyd Daniels, and it just carries on, and everyone seems to still enjoy us. And I'm here in the studio at the moment with my band, and we're writing and recording an album we're going to release next year. So it's the most exciting time of my life, and I'm very grateful to the show. I'm very grateful to Simon for giving me this opportunity. It's been the best time of my life.
Fantastic. Best of luck with the new album, and very nice to talk to you. Jamie Archer there.
Thank you very much. Nice to talk to you.
Cheers.